Welcome back to the Daily Dose. My name is Taylor Osborn. I get to be one of the pastors out of the Fallbrook campus, and this week we're going to be in a series on gratitude. You know that moment when you're sick and you have a stuffy nose or a runny nose, and you become so aware of your inability to breathe well, and you swear to yourself that at some point when you can breathe again with ease, you will never take that for granted ever again. And then a few short weeks later, when you start to feel better and you breathe perfectly normal, you completely forget to pause and be grateful for the simple act of breathing through your nose. Colossians 4:2 says this: devote yourselves to prayer, being watchful and thankful. Devote yourselves. Devote is active. What Paul is saying here is we choose this. We choose gratitude. And the simple truth about gratitude is that it's a learned behavior. When you choose to include gratitude in your everyday, you create a habit with long-lasting benefits. When you opt not to, you create a spiral of discontentment. And we know this inherently. We spend a significant amount of our time teaching this to our children, that with every fulfilled need, with every fulfilled desire, with every gift, we pause to remind them, and what do you say? Awaiting the natural, thank you. And yet, it doesn't always come naturally. For a lot of us, we need the reminder. One of my favorite quotes says, "What if tomorrow you had only the things you thought to thank God for today?" If that were true, would you have running water? Would you have a roof over your head? Would you own a bed any longer? Even in our seasons of hardship, if we simply took the time to pause and thank God for what we already have and what He's already done, we would become so much more aware of all that we have. The breath in our lungs, a place to lay our heads. And yet in prayer, our natural response is to move right along to the next need, the next desire, the next want, the next hope for our lives, never stopping to pause and thank God for what we already have. Psalm 34:1 says, "I will extol the Lord at all times. His praise will always be on my lips." At all times. Let's take a moment today to develop a habit of gratitude. Let's pause and thank God for what He has already done. Take a deep, clear breath. Consider what a good parent would remind you to say, and thank God for today.